Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the 2012 Transformers Prime HotShot figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. We'll have a look at the accessories that come with him, and I'll point out a few things that you need to be aware of if you have to get him one for yourself. We can then of course do some comparisons with some figures that have shared the same mold and some other HotShot figures that have been released in the Transformers toy lines. So quite a lot to go through with, and before we get started I'd like to remind anybody who's not a subscriber of this channel, if they'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really does help me out. Right, here we go then. So as I've said, 2012 wave 3 of the Transformers Prime, which of course was the cartoon that was being aired at the time. A lot of figures, and let's start off with looking at the head sculpt, and I think it's brilliant. It's really detailed. I can't believe this figure's 10 years old already. It will turn all the way around, it will look up and down. It's obviously on a ball, which is perfect. You can see that inside the shoulders, again, you haven't really got full range of motion. You've got the side to the side in this part, and you've got the backwards and forwards in the back part. There is not a waist swivel. You can see it's completely secured, but we've got a knee rock, and we've got not even an ankle rock. It might be classed as a tilt, but it's just the way the feet are. But we have got an auto morphing gimmick, which I will show you in a second, and we've also got this brilliant set of goggles. You might need a bit more nimble fingers than mine to be able to pull over like so. So first impressions of the guy, he looks good. He's got a brilliant color scheme, and yeah, he displays, as you can see, really well. Right then, what we're going to do now, we're going to have a quick look at him in his alternate mode and see how he displays like that. Okay, we're back, and he's in his alternate mode. Quick apologies for no transformation process on this video. That will be uploaded separately. A couple of reasons why it's not on here is, one, to keep the length of the video down, and two, is not to spoil it for people who want to have a go at it themselves. The alternate mode is stunning. It is of course a Urbana 500 sports car, and it's got this lovely blue colour. It's got fantastic translucent, and they are totally see-through. You can see their windows, so be careful with them. Headlights as well at the front, but more so be careful for this when transforming it, because of course translucent plastic is very fragile. The blue colour is also homaging the Cybertron release of him. I don't have a loose one, but there is a Cybertron release of him with the lovely blue colours all over it. And then there's also another little homage on here. Unfortunately, I don't have the original to show you. We've got the yellow flames here, and that is sporting his 2001 look from Robots in Disguise. Overall though, I think it looks really good. Of course, all the wheels go around. You've even got the detail in between the wheels there. And yeah, it looks really nice. So we've got the two weapons that come with him. They look like this. And what you can do, of course, is you can combine these like so and pop them on the front there like so. To be honest, I don't think it looks that great in this mode. It would be nice if they'd have had just some little holes either side to attach the guns to. I don't really think it does anything for the look. I think it spoils it in honesty. If I had like a little hole either side, maybe to attach one like so, I think that would look really good. While we've got him in this mode, we can have a quick check against the original owner of the mold, which was of course the Bumblebee, and you can see obviously that this is taken from there completely. They've just redecoed it and slight retool on the parts underneath, but there is the original owner of it. Okay, what we're going to do now then, we're going to come back in his robot mode for the final time for some final thoughts and some more comparisons. So then, back for the final time in robot mode, and that is because that is how I'm going to be displaying him. I'm going to very quickly then show you this automorph technology, because it's quite impressive, to be honest. Keep an eye on the whole front part, so which is his chest and the front of the car. If I fold the shoulders in, it will close everything up like so. What you've got there is a teeny little tab and a cutout there. By pulling these out, it automatically does pretty much half of the transformation process for you. Again, the rest of the transformation process is on a separate video, but I just wanted to show you that because it's a lovely little gimmick. So let's have a look how we compose him. We've got the two weapons, and as I say, I'm going to keep them separated for now. I think it just looks a little bit better. I'll show you them joined up if you want, like that on his hands. And of course you compose him because he does have the bicep movement as well. But I think personally, and while we can, I'm going to put one gun in each hand. It just, in my opinion, it just looks that a little bit better. I don't know, perhaps they could have made much better weapons actually. These look quite flimsy. They don't look the greatest. Some of the Transformers Prime figures are fantastic. This one, maybe because it's a redeco, or whatever, it might have been rushed, I'm not too sure. But overall, I think it looks all right. It's got the extra gimmick, of course, with the goggles on his head. The instructions are standard Transformers Prime instructions, but what I do like about it is at the time they were making these same as the Thrillium 30, and I think it's something that they're really missing out on now is, and I'm just folding it out to show you, one side you've got the transformation process into the robot, and then the other side you've got the reverse process. And I think sometimes that you do need that, to be honest. Some of them can be quite confusing and quite tricky, especially when going backwards. Before we do a couple of comparisons, let's have a look at one that's packaged, still sealed up. And it's funny how we've gone back to these particular ties, the little rope ties. Again, you can see how much shinier the translucent plastic is with an untouched one. And if we spin it round to the back, we've pretty much seen both modes anyway. There's the brilliant advert for, of course, Transformers Prime, the cartoon. And again, I'm going to say I can't believe it's over 10 years old. And there's some fantastic artwork at the top of HotShot himself. Right, before we finish up, I've got one of the strangest, I suppose, versions of HotShot that I haven't shown you yet. And it's not this one. I'm just going to put that there to fill the gap out. He's had quite a few appearances in loads of things. He's been on Armada, on Cybertron, and he is actually a rescue bot as well. There is another version of HotShot for you. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed looking at this particular version anyway. I intend to do as many, as I say, more Transformers Prime figures as I can, as well as all the other toy lines that people ask me to do. So thank you very much for watching this one. I hope it helped you with your decision if you wanted to track one down yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.